So it's a Saturday night. What are you planning on doing?
You are now listening to Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. Let's get into it.
Episode 68, Limited Trust, a Devastator podcast. I am out in the garage. I gotta stop saying that because, I mean, that's where I'm always gonna fucking be unless something different happens. I'm gonna be in the garage, motherfucker, until it turns into the full-on pod garage. We're still half built. We're working there. We're working on it. It's getting worked on. I gotta get some more 2x4s. But it's fucking supposed to be some kind of fucking massive storm coming in between Saturday and Sunday or something. And it's like starting now, I guess, with fucking this slush fucking shit. I just walked in from work. Normally I'd be off today, but I was off fucking the other day. So if it's extra noisy when I'm moving, it's because I still got my fucking jacket on, and normally I'm doing this shit in fucking sweatpants and my fucking Arborwear hoodie. So if anyone wants to, get your boy a black Arborwear hoodie, let me know. Because I fucked up my other one. I think we talked about that last week. I still shout out Draco. I gotta try the tips that he told me to clean the fucking mild sauce stain out of that shit. But, so this week, and maybe I've covered this before. Maybe we've talked about this, but there's going to be times, and believe me, the way my mind and my memory and everything works, there's going to be a lot of times where we've definitely talked about this before, or that before, or blah, blah. So, I want to talk about time. And everyone said at the same time, oh, yay, time. He wants to talk about time. Well, the reason I say that is because that was kind of a subject of a discussion I had earlier in the week with somebody. And it came up. It didn't come up. It was something that I had been struggling to figure out. Time, right? And I think we've all struggled to figure out time at one point or another. And what I was struggling to figure out, and it has since become apparent to me by a simple exercise that I did after that questioning of time. And my question was, where the fuck is all of my time going? We're just going to say I have A and B and C to show for my time, right? And looking at these A, B, and C, and they're nothing in particular. These are just things. And I'm saying, all right, well, it took this long to do this, it took that long to do this, it took that long to do this. And even being generous and giving it more time. I'm like, all right, so there's, fucking 3 hours. So how the fuck did you not get anything more done? And maybe, and I think we kind of slightly concluded on that it's probably me. It's got something to do with me and overthinking it. Because like many people, I'm my own worst enemy, my own worst fucking critic. I'm my own biggest fan. I'm my own fucking everything. And so the first thing I do is say, oh yeah, it's obviously my fault somewhere, right? Of course it is. It's my fault. What am I doing? I can't figure it out. I must be fucking off too much. I must be doing this too much. I'm fucking on the fucking doom scrolling, as they say, or I'm fucking whatever. So I and it didn't take me long. I thought this was going to be multiple days of logging what I'm doing, what I do, and what I do, and how long it takes me. And just quick notes. I'm not writing a detailed description, it's just so for myself, because then I'll know. And what I've come to figure out is, and this is probably just specific to myself, is that I have my perception of time is not what I think it is. Or you understand what I'm saying? I'm assuming you understand what I mean by that, because I don't know if you do or not. But what I perceive a task to take, certain tasks, things that I may fuck some shit that I do all the time. I think this event happened last week. That shit was 4 months ago. I think that this took me an hour. It took you fucking 2 hours and 45 minutes, which is a big difference. You know what I mean? When you're talking something took you 10 minutes, but it actually took you 65 minutes, and with a couple of days worth of tracking, I've come to realize that these things in my mind are taking a lot longer than I realize. And it's not like, oh, I'm fucking doing things like a snail. I do things the way I know how to do them, and I just do them as they are. And I was thinking too, along this line, that maybe I was having too many projects going, and I was just jumping around back and forth, and so it felt like, it was this, and it was taking this much time, but in actuality, that's why I only got these 3 things done, because I was going from this one to 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 back to this one, back, and it was, a lot of mismanaged time, which I'm sure it partially is mismanaged time, because I do apparently quite a little bit of fucking basically staring off into space sometimes. But really, I think it boiled down to, with a couple of days of just logging shit, is that just shit takes longer than I perceive it to, and I really wasn't taking it in, and stupid things like I would say, and this happened like almost immediately within a day. Oh, I gotta go in the basement and I just gotta get this one order ready. I just got this one order to get out. I had 2 orders to get out, but the one had to get out. I had to get it done then. And then this other one I ordered parts for, but I ended up having enough parts to finish it. So I could have just procrastinated and said, all right, well, I'll wait for the other ones to come in, and then I'll use the other ones, blah, 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 whatever. So I thought, yeah, I'll just be down there for a few minutes. So I went down, did the one small order, and then I started tapping dice, and fully tap them, both holes, pause. You like my sound effects? 30 pieces, right? And then after you drill the holes, then you gotta fucking clean everything, clean them up. And then I'm at that point, I'm like, all right, I'll just be done. And then I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, I'm fucking here. I got it all prepped. Everything's all good. And I said, so what? I'm going to wait till tomorrow or the next day and then have to. So then I ended up doing that, right? So then I make 30 fucking dice scribes, right? And that's a big deal, using fucking resin, epoxy. So I had to put on all my fucking PPE and do all this shit and get it. I got to get everything ready. And in my mind, it takes a couple minutes to get ready and a couple minutes to do this and a couple minutes. So I did that. Bam! I bring them upstairs to the hot box in the kitchen, and get them all on the hot box. Boom. All right, cool. I look. It's like fucking late, man. I'm like, fuck. I thought it was just like 6 o'clock. I said, it's fucking 9 o'clock now. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I knew right then. I go, dude, you thought. And then even then, I if you would have asked me without me knowing, I would have said I was down there for an hour. But I was down there for 3 fucking hours doing all this shit. And so there's a point to all this. Maybe is there a point? Is there ever a fucking point to anything I'm saying? So So my perception of time is fucking definitely distorted from reality. I don't know if that's just because I'm constantly thinking and I'm not focused on time unless I have to be. Like if there's a deadline or something like that, like I'm on it. It's gonna be, it's gonna be there. It's gonna be when I said. It's gonna be that. It might be close sometimes, but if there's something I gotta do and I gotta be there, I'm gonna be early. I'm gonna be right on time. I'm gonna be fucking, whatever it is. But when I don't have, I guess it's also kind of the plight of doing some work for yourself is you make your own hours. So when I'm outside of my full-time job, I'm kind of making my own hours. When I'm doing Devastator shit, it's, I have, and it's not a set time. Like, all right, I'm going to go down from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I have a couple designated times for things, and maybe not even times, but time limits for certain things, which I probably should implement a little bit more time limiting as opposed to like blocking. Cause I think we discussed that, that time blocking. I mean, just talking about it doesn't really sound like that's for me. Like, that's a hyper regimented thing that I believe will just add more stress than it actually will solve any, then I'll just feel like a total fucking failure. Oh, I just gotta stop now. Sometimes you just gotta get this shit done. But anyway, so time is like fucking, it's all over the place for me, and sometimes that's good, right? Sometimes, I'm fucking, or if I'm doing jobs at my regular shit, and I got 4 or 5 jobs by myself, and I kind of just, I don't have any time to be at any one of them. They just all have to get done, and I'm just doing them, and I just know when I'm done, I get to go home and eat, so however long it takes. So I'm not necessarily rushing. I don't want to do anything wrong. I don't want to fuck nothing up. I don't want to fucking give myself a fucking anxiety attack or something. But then it makes me think, like, if all these things are taking longer than I think, and certain things aren't taking as long as I think, am I being the best person that I can possibly be with this time that is not fucking promised to me? Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like the fucking tree behind this garage right now, because it's like a 70-mile-an-hour wind thing that the news keeps saying could fucking fall on this structure and fucking kill me right now. I'm sure somebody would get a good laugh out of that, right? But I would hope that whoever found my fucking mangled body would know enough to mix this fucking episode down and fucking post that shit, because it'll be a banger. But, and I know this is all a given, death and taxes, of course everybody knows that you only got so much fucking time. And then I start thinking, like, am I breezing through some things in my life, losing track of the time, and not spending enough time where I should, and spending so much time more focused on other things? Like, my fucking kids and shit, dude, they don't want to fucking hang out with me, and I try to get them to do shit. We try to fuck around together, but kids these days, I've kind of got the idea that my youngest are fucking 12 and 10, and I have the idea that, dude, fucking there's no games that you can sit and play a video game with them. It's just not, unfortunately. You gotta fucking, they got people for that. Back in the day, like, you had 2 controllers and shit, and if you didn't have somebody, you were playing 1 player, right? Well, now these motherfuckers, they got all their friends from all over the world, which I would have fucking killed for back in the day. So I understand it, right? And I try to bring them down to do Devastator shit. They have no fucking interest in that. So we basically just talk shit to each other anytime we see each other, all the kids. And I'm sure anyone listening to this episode knows how my relationship with them. So I'm like, it makes me think, like, to spend more time with them, how do I do this? To spend time with them that they want to spend, right? And I guess this goes for anybody. Anyone that's important to you, where you're investing time in a person. Like, what do you do with that time? Is it, you know what I'm saying? And so this whole time thing got me. And then Erica tells me the other day, she's like, that girl you used to work with back at the factory back in the day, Stacy, right? And I'm like, yeah, Stacy. And she said, well, I think she died. And I was like, oh, shit. And she was older than me. She was like 45 now. And Erica knew her because Alyssa, I kicked the jump. Their daughters, the daughters fucking were friends. Alyssa and Stacy's daughter were friends at some point at the old district, and so they met through the kids, and I knew her from working with her back in the early 2000s, and I was like, damn, you know, that's fucked up. And again, it's not, believe me, in the last 12 months, it's not the first person I knew that died, you know, but it's just like another one of those instances where anyone really, I mean, mostly anybody before some unexpected type of death is, you probably think you got all the fucking time in the world, man. Like right now, I'm thinking, all right, so I got to do this. My sister and my brother-in-law are planning on coming out on Sunday. All right, you know, I got all this fucking work to do at work, and it's supposed to be this crazy blizzard. So I'm hoping I get everything done and get out so I can get back home so I can see them on Sunday. You know, and I got the fucking Bills game, playoff game, and then Monday I just lined something up. I lined my meeting up on Monday, and I'm like, all right, you know, I'm planning all this shit ahead, but dude, I might not make it through tonight, you know, and that's it's a scary thought, but I'm trying to think of it as being a motivating factor for myself, and if you take something from this, you know, for you too, that I know it almost sounds cliche and kind of corny about, you know, making the most of the time, blah 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 blah, and I'm not saying at all, because I'm definitely not a fucking, you know, do as I say, not as I do. Like, you better go out there and just fucking go hard every single day and fucking da 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 da, you know, that kind of shit. Take your fucking time and fucking. I'm not saying that. I mean, fuck. I mean, if you want to do that, you know. But I'm really gonna start to focus more on time and what I'm doing with it, and what I'm going to do with it. You know, like I need this time to be well spent, because I'll be 38 in September, and fuck, man, for all of us, like they say, you know. Fucking today's the oldest, right now is the oldest you've ever been, and also subsequently the youngest that you will ever be. Or is that what it is? The oldest you'll ever, the oldest you've ever been, and the youngest you'll ever be. Yeah, something like that, right? All at the same time. So I don't know, man. I guess I don't really know. All this fucking, let's see, 18 minutes and 43 seconds of me just going on and on. And I guess what I'm saying is try to value this time that we got all together. And by all together, I mean all of us, you know, whatever we're doing out there. And try to make the most of it. It doesn't have to be fucking, doesn't have to be packed with, you know, fucking intensity of fucking hammering shit out, but you know, try to make shit mean something, because you just never fucking know, man. You know, and that's why, again, I'm kind of glad that I'm doing this, because if something were to happen to me tomorrow, at least somebody, my mother or someone, my father, I don't know, fucking somebody could be able to go back for at least 68 episodes. Well, hopefully if I make it in the house, 68 episodes. and just hear me and listen to me, you know, and so there's some kind of record. There's some kind of something to continue on. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm getting too fucking, I don't know. Maybe I'm detaching too much and getting worried about things and people and the state of the fucking world and all this shit. And, you know, it's just, and I try to stay out of all that shit, man. Like, all the conflicts, the politics, the fucking blah, blah, fucking, try to stay out of it. Like, let's go vandalize some shit. You know, tell your boys, fuck the election. Let's go vandalize some shit together. Or whatever, man. Come help me frame this fucking wall into this fucking room. Let's use some of this time that we got on this earth and fucking frame this fucking room. Oh shit! And like a dude on YouTube, I can't remember the username right off the bat, but the name or the comment said something to the nature of you and Machine, talking about Machine Studio and the Graffiti Machine podcast, Bus. And you and Machine would get more views if you had video and not just a black screen talking. And at first, you know, I'm like, maybe, you know, I don't know, probably. But also, it's a couple things. The first thing, I take offense to anyone talking about my friends and myself, right? And Bus and the whole team at Machine I consider them fucking friends of mine. We've never met in person, but I consider them fucking friends. They're friends of mine, and I'll fucking go hard as fuck for my. If anyone knows me, you know that if we're fucking friends, son, I'm fucking going in, and everybody that's with me is going in. So if the immediate thing is I take offense to that, and then I start thinking about it, and I'm like, all right, well. The actual, like, there's two reasons why I don't do video, right? And I'm not saying I never will. I'm just saying, fucking right now, dude, I don't fucking have the time. See how that comes in? How I fucking segued into that time or whatever. I don't have the time to learn how to edit video. Oh, it's easy. I know everything's fucking easy once you know how to do it. I'm sure anyone that knows how to edit video will be like, that shit is mad easy, son. Well, I gotta learn how to do it. I gotta learn how to do it properly. You know what I mean? Oh, my stomach is all fucked up. I ain't ate nothing all day. I had a yogurt at fucking 8 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. Fuck, I'm gonna talk about 8 hours out of here. So anyway, so I don't have time to learn how to edit video. I just don't. I don't have time to make that production. You know what I mean? If this was more something that, and I hate to say it like this, but if this was something where I could spend enough time where it was bringing in like some kind of revenue, I might have to make the time to do something like that. But as far as attracting new people and shit, fucking Limited Trust is not, as of right now, is not attracting new people. It's all for the people who have been here. You know, like I can't say, and if you have, like, fucking let me know. If somehow or another you're listening to this right now and you've been listening for however long and you just kind of randomly stumbled across the shit somewhere or something and on a fucking streaming platform or a link or a post of somebody's and you just kind of found your way in, let me know. Because as far as I know, it's all people who have just been here. You know, who are here, who are with this shit. So let me know if you came in and you don't know what the fuck we're doing, or you didn't know what the fuck Devastator was, or you don't know who I am or whatever. Well, I'm not anybody, but you know what I'm saying. So to dedicate these multiple hours of fucking around, right? Next, 90 fucking, I'm sure it's more than that. How many guests have we had? I did this before. So we had Taro, We're going to count 1, 2, Taro once, Taro twice, Silo, True once, True twice, Dick, Billy, who else? Dubs. And my kids will say once. My kids once. So that's 9. That's 9 guests. And if I'm forgetting you, I'm sorry. 9 guests. So even if I just bump it up and give myself the kids being on a couple times, 10, right? So we got 10 guests out of 68 episodes. What is that? Like, what is the percentage on that, right? Okay, so most of the time, whatever percentage, it would be a camera just pointed at me, and I'm sitting here with this fucking OSB background, you know, like sitting here looking rough as fuck. Like, if you knew what I look like, you'd be like, this motherfucker. I ain't trying to look at this guy. I'm not trying to look at this dude for fucking 25 minutes and 30 seconds, let alone an hour. I want to look at this guy. I'm not very pretty. And then the whatever leftover percentage of a guest, dude, these guys don't fucking want to be on fucking video. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see all these other podcasts and they got the motherfuckers all sitting there. Like fucking Taro did that shit when we did that thing with the fucking people at the art place, and he was all covered up head to toe. I'm not trying to have fucking people I care about sitting over there looking like that, like because I want to record video of them. I don't even want to do that. I don't want to add that layer of fucking whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's not something. Oh well, you know, I'm not blurring them. So, okay, so now we'll add another layer of fucking around into my non-existent editing skills, and I'll learn how to blur. Oh, and he's got a tattoo on his hand, so now I got to blur his fucking hands. And fucking, and he's an Italian, so he fucking talks with his hands. So now I gotta try to figure out how to track his hands with a blur. And dude, come on, like, I just can't. I don't have fucking time for that. I'm sorry, man. So I hope this is enough for you, and I hope that this time that we spend together, because I like to believe that while I'm sitting out here by myself and I'm fucking talking to this fucking microphone and this little HP fucking stream book or whatever it is, and I'm in this cold ass garage and I'm fucking solo dolo out here talking, that when you're listening to this, it's like you're sitting there with me. And this is our time together. I don't know if that sounds fucking corny or pause or whatever, but this is how I like to spend our time together. And I don't want to have to worry about if I got fucking something in my teeth or I fucking itch my nutsack or fucking, you know, like, oh shit, did they just see that? I just had to adjust my balls, you know, in the fucking summertime when it's going to be 105 out here, you know, and I'm fucking got no shirt on. I look like a fucking child drew all over my body. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, you know, I'm trying to see all that shit. So maybe in the future, maybe something, maybe I can do a shroud that the people can sit behind, or I can fucking do like like when someone's ratting on the news, you know, I don't know, the last time I was getting a train, you know, do some fucking shit. I don't know. Anyway. So, and I'm up fucking comment ban tomorrow, them cocksuckers. So, all right, quick, I'll tell you the story about that. And then I gotta go. I gotta fucking eat. I gotta do this episode. It's fucking late. Trying to watch some of that fucking On Patrol Live a little bit and watch some people having a worse day than me. You know what I mean? So, I was thinking, I've been trying to be more in the comments. I know a lot of people are like, oh, we see you in the comments everywhere. But I'm trying to be more. And it's in being around in the comments is there, you know, there's a fucking reason for that. So I've been trying to be around and like commenting, you know, to get the fucking name out there. And it's shit that I like. If I don't like it, I'm not being like, oh, fire dog. You know, I'm not the emoji guy. You know, I'm like, oh, that's fucking cool. I like that. I like how you did that. I like that fucking 3D, or I like how you did that fucking, the color scheme on that shit is fucking heat. Whatever it is, you know. So instead of just keeping it and saying it to myself, like, oh shit, look at that. I like that idea, that throw. Oh, damn, them Dusty Phils, boy. Fucking, yeah, those are fire. I'll comment that. All of a sudden, I don't even remember what I was doing. Went to go somewhere. it says I can't fucking comment. So I'm like, the fuck, man. All right. Apparently I said something that someone didn't like. So I'm looking through the account status thing, and there's nothing. There's 4 green check marks. One of them's like, fucking your monetization. If you want to get monetized, you're all good. You know, which I don't want to get monetized by Instagram. You can use all features. You fucking are in good stand. I don't know, whatever the fuck it is. It's 4 different things of fucking your account standing, and they're all good. Everything's fine. You are not blocked from using any features, whatever. And I'm like, fuck. Maybe it just hasn't caught up yet. I'm looking at my shit. There's no comments that I got taken down or anything like that. I got flagged for posting a fucking link to a news thing of some guy who was a murderer or something, but it wasn't like like a fucking picture of the guy and his whole family he killed. It was like a fucking, someone asked me what the fuck story I was talking about, and I fucking commented a link to the news website that I read the story on, and they're like, oh, that's spam. So, and that was a fucking 2 weeks ago or longer. So that was like the last thing I ever had, and that didn't get me a strike. They just said, we're taking this comment down. So I was like, fucking whatever. You know, the first comment I've had taken down out of all this shit I've ever said. First one I've had taken down in a fucking year or two. Anyway, so whatever, how long it's been. So I'm like, whatever, bitch. So I figure by the next day, I'll know what's the deal. You know, they'll say, oh, it was this comment or it was this or whatever. So the next day, nope, still the same. Can't comment, can't fucking nothing. And I'm like, the fuck, man? And it's fucking frustrating. Like, it sounds stupid, but it's like one of those things that you don't really know how much you actually do until it's fucking gone. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? People are asking questions and shit, saying shit, and I'm like trying to be like, oh, thank you, man, or thanks for doing this, or oh, thanks for that post, and I can't. Well, fucking, you're limited. Fuck you, bitch. So this, I'm sorry, man. It's gonna be a little bit longer than I thought because there's a fucking So Instagram, Meta, and Facebook, obviously, they're all, you know, the Meta. They're all fucking connected, right? Probably other shit, too. I think something else, too. Another fucking thing that I don't use. So I got the Instagram business account, and how I run ads from time to time, I have to run it through the Facebook business manager or something like that. And there's also the Meta business and Facebook business and Instagram business, and they're all fucking connected. So to run ads, I had to make the Facebook page, right? So, and I never really paid attention to it because I don't use fucking Facebook. I have a Facebook. I haven't interacted with anyone on it in like fucking 12 years, right? So whatever, it's just there. It used to be for tagging me in pictures of the kids so that my family who was friends with me on Facebook could see it. Dude, I don't even know how to use fucking Facebook if I had to right now. I'm like totally lost. So they're all connected, right? They're all somehow or another, I'm looking for a way to talk to somebody. Like just a live chat, a fucking email queue, something, anything, a phone number. I'm getting frustrated. I can't find shit. I'm like, there's no avenue for me to do this. I'm looking through everything I possibly can, right? So I get to this one menu and Facebook ad manager support, fucking this is hours, right? And I'm on the phone doing this shit, just clicking through all this shit. And it's like, you need to view this on a desktop computer to receive help. And I was like, oh, shit. All right, how did I get here? I'm like trying to backtrack. Okay. So I get on the fucking laptop. I go to it. Okay, yep. I get right back to that spot. And there in that little spot where it said that, now there's this button, right? So I'm like, all right, here we go. Click the button. It's like chat. I'm like, all right, chat. Click the chat button. It brings me to... it wants me to download Messenger. And I'm like, I'm not downloading fucking Messenger. I don't have Messenger on my fucking phone. I don't have Facebook on my fucking phone. I don't have the icon. I don't have the app. Anyway, so I'm like, fuck this. Like, I'm not doing it. And then this other balloon popped up in the corner away from the page to download Messenger. And it just said, chat now. And I was like, oh, well then maybe this is like a, for you people who don't have that. Click chat now. It fucking opens up this bubble and I see my Facebook fucking default picture. And I go, what the fuck? I asked Erica, I said, does this shit show that I'm on fucking Messenger? She looks at her shit. She goes, yep. I go, cock fucking sucker. Dude, the last time, which was years ago when my cousin fucking killed himself, right? My cousin killed himself. And I wanted to make sure that he didn't send me a message trying to reach out to me. And I wasn't there. You know what I mean? I had to know. So I logged in to look at this shit. I looked at my messages. I seen my cousin didn't send me any messages. And then right then, hey, haven't seen you on here. I said, fucking sign out. It was that fucking quick. Ooh, I'm not interested. Yo, text me. And if you can't do that, I'm saying, I don't know. So anyway. All right, whatever. I'm in now. Fuck it. So it puts me on with somebody. But I had to fill out this form, right, to get in the fucking queue. And it was like, my fucking problem was not on there. It just didn't exist in there. So I'm like, fuck it. There's a problem with my payments for my ads. Oh, you better believe they want to talk to you if there's a payment fucking plan problem or whatever, payment problem. So they put me through to somebody. Oh, yeah, we see you're having a problem. Real vague and shit because they know what it is. And I'm like, well, they don't know what it is, but they know, oh, well, so what can I help you with today? I just fucking filled out all this shit. You know what the fuck I'm doing here? So I said, yeah, I'm banned on commenting this and that. I laid it all out. I typed it real nice. Not real nice, but I typed it so it was very easy to understand. And they said, oh, let me get you over to the other department. So it give me over to someone else, right? So I fucking copy and pasted it to this guy. He says, well, just want to tell you, he's like, how is this affecting your ad payments? Or some shit like that. And I go, this is how I run my fucking business and make my money. And if I can't comment, I'm not making any money and I can't pay for ads. So, I'm not lying, really. I'm just playing with the words. And he's like, all right, you are in luck. And I'm like, yeah, I bet I am. So he takes a look at the account. I don't even know. He goes, no, everything is in good stand. I screenshotted this shit. He said, it's a glitch. It's a glitch. And I was like, so what? And he goes, it'll go away. And I'm like, it'll go fucking away. What the fuck? What, today? When the time says it expires, which is tomorrow. And I'm like, all right, fucking whatever. All right. And he's like, yeah, I pushed it through. Then he had to call me to tell me how to do something because he was explaining it improperly. He's like, do you see the hamburger bar? I'm like, nah, I don't. I know what that is. No, I don't see it. It's right next to your profile picture. I'm like, dog, there's the hamburger is not by a profile picture on this screen. Let me call you. It'll be easier for me to explain it to you. I said, all right, well, let me fucking be. So the dude gets on the phone. No offense to anybody. I couldn't barely understand this motherfucker, but I tried my best because I was really trying to get this fucking shit resolved. And I'm like, all right. And he's like, open up Instagram. And I said, oh, on fucking Instagram? I go, why the fuck did you say that? We got this whole other shit open. I said, oh, all right. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Whatever. All I did was report this fucking shit to support. And he goes, yes. And he said, okay, it has been received. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, he's just telling me this stupid fucking American. They'll believe anything. So I was like, all right, man. All right, that's it. All right, that's it. So I fucking was done with that. Now this is the part where I really fucked myself. I was so fucking frustrated. I said, you know what? Fuck this. I was like, I'm about to fucking deactivate all this Facebook shit. It was all this fucked up shit. I said, I'm deactivating all of it. I'm removing all of it. I'm going to start over this whole Facebook, whole business thing and all this and just rebuild all this shit from scratch and start over. So I don't know what I did. I closed Instagram. I read a thing online that said uninstall it. I uninstalled it. I reinstalled it. I go to start moving all this shit around, and it's like, nah, you don't have authorization. And I said, the fuck you mean I don't have you're not authorized to change anything on this. And I said, you got to be fucking kidding me. So I'm trying to do all this shit, and it's like, nah, sorry, you don't have access. You don't have access. I had to jump through all these fucking hoops and prove who I was to be able to give myself permission back to edit all this shit. So it was I was so fucking mad. Oh, it was such a debacle. So at the end of day fucking 2 of me trying to figure out how to give myself re-permission my own fucking self. Oh, it was so bad. It was so fucked up. And it was for nothing, really. I could have just said fuck the whole shit. Oh, so tomorrow I'll be back to comment. Now I'm fucking scared. I'm scared to comment. I don't want to fucking, hey man, nice fucking graffiti ban. I don't fucking, and it happened right after I posted that fucking that Cat Williams meme about that fucking dick sucker up in fucking Canada. I'll beat your motherfucking ass, son. I swear to God. Oh, I wish I could cross the border. I'd punch you in your fucking face for all the fucking slick talk that you fucking done. The other guy that I typed the name in all caps just so like a nudge, because I don't even want to tag motherfuckers anymore. People fucking know them. And this other fucking dickhead, they're all dickheads, and I shouldn't even waste my time with it. I guess it's just a fact. How many times have I said this? 100 fucking times that I've talked about this. It's the point. It's a fucking point. But we all of us here in the fucking Devastator family are fucking better than biter ass fucking bullshit. And the people that I fuck with, it's like Club fucking Ghoul is the fucking, whatever they got going on there is official. And at first I had to kind of watch from afar, right? I had to see, because I've seen the same thing come and go 10 times since I've been doing this or more. And I'm sure there's another 10 or 20 that have come and gone that I wasn't even aware of. So I don't like to chum up with people a whole lot that are new in the same kind of space. I want to see if they're serious. This motherfucker is serious. So if you fuck with Club Ghoul, you're okay in my book. If you fuck with them, you fuck with any of them other weirdos, the other ones that I don't even want to say their fucking names. Not because like, I ain't gonna say no names, but oh, my stomach, I gotta eat a salad. I don't know. I just don't want anyone to even, I don't know. They know what, man. Anyway, I thought that was what it was. I thought they fucking were upset and someone's fucking snitched and they reported my meme. My meme is still there. That shit was man funny. Motherfucker. And fuck, man. All right. Anyway, all right, I gotta go. It's fucking late. I gotta still edit this and I gotta eat a salad. And whatever. All right, guys. I love you all. I fucking love you all. Everybody, shout out MKA, shout out Gasp, shout out fucking Machine Studio, shout out Pep. Who else? Who's here? Are you listening? Fucking hit me. Say, yo, I'm here. Shout out Draco. Fucking shout out fucking everyone, man. Love you guys. I love you guys more than anything. I'm telling you. And we're gonna come out. I'm coming out with some shit. We're gonna do some more clothes. We're gonna drop a couple more fucking sweatshirts. Probably gonna get that taken care of in the next week or two, and then start working. And I'm gonna really try to roll everything and keep it rolling. And I want to get some new shit out, man. So I've been thinking about some new things. I'm thinking we're gonna do a little run of those fucking crink fucking bullet scribes just because in true Devastator fashion. Why the fuck not, right? As I'm bitching about people fucking biting my shit. But at least I'm not biting. I could get Kirby Tools to make me like, dude, I'll holler at them and their fire ass shit and be like, yo, make me some shit. And I could make like a total bootleg fucking crink one. But then, yeah, I would be doing exactly the same thing. But I'm just going to use the one part, which everyone already knew about, and throw it in the bullets, and we'll have some fun with some low cost shit and fucking see what I can do with that just to break some balls and shit. You know, a little limited run. Can't offer that shit all the time. But it would be funny though, wouldn't it? So, and I want to get some other original shit. And, I don't want to. I'm going to. It's coming out. Shit's been fucked up, as everyone knows, in this economy. I don't want to blame it on that too much, but it kind of is, man. I gotta be able to fund all this shit. So, I'm gonna be coming out with some new shit. So stay tuned, keep it locked, and probably bringing back some old favorites. It's probably time to have a couple of things come back. Anything that I told you is never coming back is fucking never coming back. But things that I did not say that, maybe we'll get some more Bleed Black in there or some more 237, because that 237 is a good one. Or bring back some Newport, some Color, some shit like that. And maybe we'll cook up some other shit, or maybe see if there's some people we want to do some projects with. So till then, I love you guys. Dick, I fucking love you, man. And thank you for saying that you will come to my funeral if I paid you. So So if I die and somebody wants to fly Dick out to come to my funeral, that would be great. I would appreciate that. Love you guys, man. I'm fucking out of here. And just tell your people that you love, man. Just make sure you tell them that you love them and shit. And shout out Gary, man. Rip Gary. I miss you, motherfucker. Let's try to have less people die this year. What do you think? Love you. I'm out.